What matters most is how well you walk through the fire. My name is Lauren Thielen, and I go by Lauren, but being in this class, it's important that we know each other further than just each other's first names so that we can make successful speeches and being a part of each other's audiences. So, in order for you to know more about me, I'll share some of my past, talk to you about what I'm currently like and what led me to this class, and include some of what I hope my future to look like. So I was born in Corpus Christi, Texas on February 27th, 1998, and I have lived with my parents in Rockport my entire life. So to give you a little background about my parents, my mom was adopted and grew up with her brother and my grandparents in San Antonio. She went to college at Texas A&M Corpus Christi and got her master's in accounting, and she is now working as an accountant for Corpus Christi Caller-Times in Corpus. And my father grew up in a military family with his brother and spent most of his childhood moving around. He lived in places like Germany and Japan. And he eventually ended up in San Antonio with my mom. He joined the military himself and stayed stationed in San Antonio. He was trained as a dental tech through the military, which is a job that he continues to do now in Corpus. My parents have been married 20 years, and I'm an only child, so I don't have any siblings, like I said. I have lived in Rockport my whole life, so I've also gone to school here my whole life. I started in preschool and have went through to now being a junior in high school. Although in second grade I did do a different schooling. I went to Corpus and did Montessori school, which is like a different type of learning where you kind of teach yourself and you learn at your own pace and you're self-reliant. But I only did that for 1 year. In my time living here, I've only been in 2 different houses. The first house I lived in for 11 years, and it was a house that was right on the water, so that kind of stemmed into where my hobbies come from. I picked up liking to do things like fishing and kayaking and being outdoors, so that really came from where I lived for that amount of time. Another thing I love to do is travel. My uncle doesn't have any kids of his own, so he always likes to travel himself, and he takes me on trips with him, which is something that I've been really fortunate to do. 2 of my favorite places that I've been several times are San Francisco, California, and Vancouver, Canada, actually. So, of my hobbies, there is also art and volleyball that I love to do. I've been doing art for as long as I can remember. I picked up a paintbrush as soon as I could and a pencil and did that, and I continue to do that now. Volleyball, I started playing in 7th grade and continued up until last year when I stopped to focus on school. Overall, I played 4 years of school ball, and then I played 3 with a traveling team called Coastal Volleyball in Corpus. We got to travel to places like San Antonio and Houston and compete in tournaments there, so that was a really good experience as well. So now that you know some about my past, I'll tell you a little bit about my life right now. I currently have 2 dogs, a girl and a boy. The girl's name is Annie, and she's a terrier mix, and we got her from a shelter a couple years ago. The boy is Leo, and he is a 7-month-old husky basset hound mix, and he's about 7 months old. We also saved him from a shelter when he was about 6 weeks old. My family and I really believe in saving shelter animals, and we really support that. So, like I said, I'm currently a junior, and I expect to graduate in 2016. Of my current interests and memberships, I am a part of the National Honor Society, and I have been for about a year. I'm also still strongly interested in art, and I spend a lot of my free time working on pieces that are for competition or for my portfolio that'll go towards college. Another thing that can be considered an interest of mine, I guess, is that I'm a vegan. I have been for about a year now, and it means that I don't eat any animal products, so no cheese, no milk, no meat, anything like that. In the beginning, I decided to start doing this because I wanted to be more healthy, but now now that I've learned about it more and I have more information and I've done it for a while, I support it for ethical and health reasons, and I'm going to continue to do this for as long as I feel it suits my lifestyle. And it's been really good because my parents have been very supportive throughout this, so I've been fortunate in that aspect. The last thing that I will talk to you about is some goals that I have and what I expect my future to look like. My long-term goals are to get everything set up for college and my schooling because I'll be in school for about 8 years after high school. Once I graduate, I hope to go to the University of Texas at Austin, and I should finish my schooling there after about 4 years, and then I plan to get into medical school, which is about another 4 years of schooling. After there, which I want to try to get a surgical internship at a hospital. So my professional goals for short-term and long-term all the same. I'm taking the steps that I need to in order to become a surgeon. So that is really my ambition, what I'm interested in. So now that you know more about me and my past and my everything about me, hopefully you can use it to make successful presentations for the rest of our time in this class together and me being a part of your audience.